Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or if you'd like to leave me a comment or let me know where you're from, it would be greatly appreciated. Or if you'd like to look up my website, you can do so at www.garethcahoon.co.uk. Or if you'd like to support my ministry, you can do so through garethcahoon3 at gmail on PayPal. This one is about defections within Iran's security forces creating critical mass for rapid regime collapse. Rising defections among Iran's security forces could trigger a rapid collapse of the Islamic Republic, according to opposition activists and security analysts who say the regime's command structure is already showing signs of crumbling. We are beginning to see signs of defections and collapse within the middle levels of the repression forces, said Manali Merican, a representative of the pro-democracy group DORNA or Dorna. Iran, if defections accelerate, the collapse of the regime could come very quickly. Merican said sources inside Iran report a clear sense of disorientation among regime troops since the US and Israel led strikes began last Saturday. The attacks, she said, have heavily damaged intelligence, logistics, and communications infrastructure. There is a lot of moral fatigue, Mercan said. For many of them, the only thing that still holds the system together is the regime's propaganda. Many operatives in Iran and Iranian diplomats abroad are looking for a way out, she said. When you reach the critical mass, the collapse can come overnight, Mercan told international reporters during a briefing. Internal security units, including the Bashir militia, are struggling to maintain positions, according to Dorna. They no longer have clear command structures. They don't have places to rest, to resupply. Their equipment has been hit and their communications are severely disrupted. Mercan said they are in deep trouble in terms of their equipment and communications. Former US intelligence officer and Middle East analyst Michael Purgent said the strategy is not to dismantle the entire security system, but rather to paralyse it, removing enough leadership to sow doubt within the ranks. You don't need to eliminate every member of the security forces, Purgent told All Israel News. The key is to remove enough top leadership so that the lower ranks realise the system is collapsing. Then you offer them a choice: defect and receive amnesty, or continue fighting for a regime that is losing control. Iran's security apparatus, anchored by the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, or the IRGC, relies on centralised leadership. If you remove enough of that leadership, the organisation fragments, Purgent explained. This is what appears to be unfolding. Senior leadership has been targeted and removed. The executive officers are gone as well, and many mid-level officers have also been killed, he said. Because of that, decisions are now being made at much lower levels, company grade or battalion grade officers. That's why we're seeing one of actions instead of coordinated operations, he added. Regimes change from the ground up. All of this is creating the perfect storm for regime change. Merkin said some Bajil officers are disregarding their phones, so their commanders assumed they were killed, while families urge their sons serving in security forces to stay home. We are working with different social networks and communications to show them that if they step away from the repression and come back to society, there will be an exit, she said. Purgent also emphasised the importance of offering options and investing in future allies. remove the hardline leadership but give everyone else a path out, he said. We made a major mistake in Iraq when we purged all members of Sudan's military, Purgeon said, referring to the aftermath of the 2003 overthrow of Saddam Hussein. Many of those people later joined the insurgency and made their war more deadly. While US and Israeli forces aim to destroy nuclear assets and missile sites from the air, regime change will depend on movements inside Iran, with neither nation willing to deploy ground troops. Allies such as the local Kurdish population are being supported. The Iranian population is also expected to mobilise. The events of January show that the people are not simply waiting for external actors to change the regime. They were already willing to take risks themselves, Merkin said. Right now, because of the ongoing bombings, it is not effective for people to gather in the streets. Even the Israeli military has advised civilians in targeted areas to stay home or evacuate temporarily. But that does not mean people will not return to the streets when the moment is right. She called on the international community to encourage diplomatic defections, provide exile options, and support those leaving the regime. The process needs to accelerate. Casualties among repression forces are reportedly significant, Merkin said. All of these developments are contributing to a growing sense of collapse, which is giving hope to the broader population. Yes, I have been witnessing the chants from the Iranian people, and they're shouting, "Thank you, Donald. Thank you, Bibi. Long live America, long live Israel." And there was one woman, and she was looking out her window, and basically outside her window, the apocalypse, it looked like the apocalypse was going on because there was bombs going everywhere. And instead of this woman being fearful, she was cheering and she was laughing and she was crying. And she was saying, thank God, I've prayed for this for years, to see this evil dictatorship brought down. And it's happening. And if those people can suffer all of that, then who are we in the West to complain about our petrol prices going up, when for them it's a matter of life and death? So long live Iran. May peace spread like a cancer through the Middle East. May Jerusalem's borders be secure and all of her people free. And may this evil dictatorship fall even further than it has already. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.